ready for your first sight recognition lesson?
I guess so.
What do you see when you look at me?
A square?
Is that what you really see?
A
Go on.
line?
Is that all? What do you see at the edges of the line? Look closer.
I see, like, shadings?
That's the ether, the fog. It dims the light the further away you are. It's everywhere, so to children and the uneducated, it's nowhere, invisible. That's why they have to feel their way around, touching people in order to figure out who or what they are.
Feelers are Sticksville.
That's right, that's right. Now, suppose two individuals are approaching. A triangle and a pentagon. Which is which? No touching. If that were a real triangle, you could hurt yourself on a sharp angle.
Why can't I just walk around it? That way I could see the shading easier.
That's not done in polite company. Sometimes when there are a lot of people, you can wiggle back and forth to triangulate, but you don't want to go all the way around someone. So you figure it out by staying right where you are.
But how do I do it?
Infer the shape through the shading. See?
Please.
Nice, big bro. Attend to your configuration.
Attend to your configuration.
President Circle, sir, where are you going?
Follow me. We'll talk as we head for the hospital.
Hospital of Reconfiguration?
Yes, the first line had a child last night. Something went wrong, an irregular side.
I'm so sorry, sir.
These things happen. The hospital has good doctors. In fact, I'm heading over now to see my son for the very first time. Completely reconfigured by now.
And your wife? Is she all right?
Yes, of course, in the recovery room. But she picked a terrible time for a pregnancy. The chromatists, Senator Chromatistes, the constant threat of war on the border. So, did you review my plan?
Yes, sir.
Problems?
No, sir.
Good. And the speech?
Brilliant, sir. Absolutely brilliant.
Good. This is a crucial moment in world history. Conflict looms between our republic and our northern neighbors. Even now, the engines of war are building at the border. I understand the need for reunification. For too long, families have been torn apart by the political divide. For too long, we've watched our poor brothers across the border crushed by the tyranny of the northern monarch. Citizens, Has it been so long since we've cast away the cruelty of kings that we've forgotten how precious freedom is? The Northern Kingdom preaches equality, but practices chromatism. They allow irregular children to avoid reconfiguration. Some years ago, we followed suit and allowed reconfiguration to become optional. And what happened, friends? We blurred the line of freedom, perhaps forever.
Interesting trinkets, aren't they?
I can't take my eye off them. What are they?
I don't really know.
What is the purpose of the glowing?
No clue.
Are they alive?
No. Maybe. No.
What are they made of?
Rocks, minerals, crystals, something. Don't know, really.
Where are they from?
A distant territory in the Northern Kingdom.
The North, but you can't sell those here, can you? That's illegal.
Well, they change the law every other day. I can't keep up. You won't turn me in, will you?
Well, I'm an attorney. That makes me an officer of the court.
I guess that entitles you to a little discount.
What do you call them?
Glow points.
Do they do anything except glow like that?
That depends.
On what?
On your mood. Here, hold on. Careful, they're delicate. And be careful what they touch. They can go dead in a heartbeat.
All right, how much?
Oh, they ain't cheap. Tough to get all the way through the border, you know. Especially in these times.
Of course, of course.
Out there?
Do you know the way out of here? Out of this world?
Out of this? You old fool, there is no out of here!
We'll see. We'll see.
Gods preserve his angularity in death. Gods preserve his angularity in death. He had children! He was more than a soldier. He may not have been a big, important man, but he was worth something. He was practically my brother!
Yeah, I was caught up in it.
Are you hurt?
No, geez, I'm just exhausted.
What happened?
It's the end of the world. There's blood and death and murder, everyone killing everyone.
What are we to do?
Oh, not much to do. We keep the door locked and we'll stay inside.
I'm frightened.
Well, perhaps a new day will bring a new world. Hello? Hello there? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello there? What's going on here? Where am I? What's all this monotonous chirping, you little line?
Little?
Monotonous?
I'm King of Lineland, monarch of the world.
What are you, puny-voiced intrusion?
I'm A Square.
A what?
Square.
A what?
A Square.
A squire?
Don't talk gibberish to me.
Let's just say I'm a voice.
You are not one of Lineland's voices?
I would recognize you.
Let me hear your bass voice.
My what?
Your other voice.
I don't have any other voice.
Then you're a woman?
No! No! I'm a man.
I thought you said you were a queer.
I'm a visitor. Let's say from another world.
There's no world beside Lineland.
Oh, you're wrong about that.
Is that so?
Prove it. And address me as your majesty.
But, Your Majesty, you can't actually see lines.
Impossible.
Although,
In death, yes.
some of us believe we will experience this mystic awareness of a straight line in an afterlife.
Ah, yes, of course. I must be from that world. The world of your afterlife, where you shall join me in the absoluteness of two-dimensionality.
Nonsense.
Well, I see to the left of you 2 lines, a point, a line, a point, a line, and 2 points. Is that correct?
What do you mean by left?
I mean to your base end. And to the right are 2 points, a line, a point, a line, a point, and 2 lines. Now, how did I know that if I couldn't see them?
Tell me the length of the 999th mail to my backwards.
I can't see that far.
Ha!
3 inches. By the same means, my shape can be exactly ascertained.
Behold me.
I am a line, the longest in Lineland, over 6 inches of space.
Space of length, don't you mean?
Idiot. Space is length.
Don't interrupt me again.
Oh, forgive me, Your Majesty.
Hear now, with your own ears, how by means of my 2 voices I reveal my shape to my wives, who are at this moment over 6,000 miles away. 1 forward, 1 backward. Listen, and I will sing.
Why don't you just feel your neighbors?
What?
Explain yourself.
Feel, touch, come into contact with.
That offense is punishable by death.
Really? Why is that?
And what purpose would be served by touching?
When there is sound.
But isn't life in Lineland just a little dull? I mean, to see nothing but points. Not even be able to see a line.
Mindless man, aren't you?
Mindless? Sounds like your music is mindless. I could tell with the glance how many people are to your right and to your left. And there's nothing easier than a glance.
What is this left and right?
And how could you see the line? The inside of anything?
Left, right? You must mean backward and forward.
No, not so.
Exhibit these directions to me.
I can't. I mean, unless you step out of your line altogether.
Out of my line?
Out of the world?
Out of space?
Well, yes. Out of your world and into the greater plane of 2 dimensions, where all is plain and you can move in 4 directions.
If you can't show this or describe this to me,
Then go away!
Hasn't it occurred to you that you could move in some other direction, towards which your side is facing?
What?
never.
What do you mean by side?
There is before and behind.
Nothing more.
Fine. Let me show you. Here, I'm going to move into your world. Here I come. There. Can you see me now?
Yes?
But
You're only a point.
Well, to you I'm only a point, but in fact I moved into Lineland. Now, I'm going to continue to move, and from your perspective, I'm going to vanish. What did your majesty say now?
Charlatan!
tricks! Tricks!
Come back!
How did you do that?
I moved out of Lineland. Convinced?
If you had any sense, the smallest particle of...
You ask me to believe that there's another world? You say there's another motion besides forward and backward.
But when I ask you to show it, all you can do is babble and practice magic tricks.
You must be a madman or dimensionally deficient.
You 6-inch idiot! You think you're the perfection of existence, but in reality, you're the most imperfect. You say you know the world, but all you see is a point. You can't even see lines. Well, I can. In fact, I am a line of lines, a square. In my world, as superior as I am to you, in my world, I'm nothing compared to the greatest of polygons.
Enough!
I'll pierce you through.
Die, evil creature! Die, evil creature! Die!
Go play in your rooms. No, in the house today.
What for? It's New Year's Eve.
The city's not safe, okay?